Sometimes I'm using my main camera to record videos, and for that purpose then I need a fast card reader because there's an SD card inside there. And if you are also a person that is recording lots of videos and photos, then it makes sense to have a fast card reader. Thunderbolt is the new fast standard here, and Orico sent me their fast Thunderbolt powered card reader here that not only supports SD cards but also microSD cards and CFexpress cards. So if you have more professional cameras and want to transfer quickly over your files, then this might be the right thing for you. I will do a quick unboxing and review in this video, so let's get started. Here we have the packaging of the Orico high-speed card reader M4DK. This is the official name. As you see here, we have various different things here that it states, which is quite cool. So we have support for SD cards, CFexpress cards, and microSD cards as well. And you can see there are two versions. There's one version that I have here, which is the silver one, but there's also a black version available. It comes with USB-C. Like I said, it's Thunderbolt speed here, so it supports Thunderbolt, which is quite nice as well. So let's get this unboxed. And what we have here is, first of all, a cable, which is nice sturdy cable. Just unpack it in a second. Then I already unpacked this device because I was testing this already. So I forgot to repackage this. This is the device itself. Very, very interesting because it is a very small one. You can see the various different cards. So TF cards go in here. So these are, I think, micro SD cards that go in here. This is a CFexpress card slot. And there we have another CF slot there, and another SD card slot as well. Then we have USB Type-C. This is where it like connects to your computer, which is quite nice. And yeah, that's it. It has a nice texture here on the top, which is plastic, but it has a bit of a pattern that you see here, which looks quite nice. And then we have this rubber feet here, so it can stand really solidly on your desk and it's not moving too much and not doing any noises. Then we have this cable here. Like I said, it's a Thunderbolt speed, so we have a very tough cable here. This cable has a bit of soft material. It's not rubber, it has a bit of a soft material here on top, woven material actually. And you can see here already, this is like a thick kind of connector there. And a USB Type-C, golden color here, maybe some golden plated thing there as well. So this is like a small kind of cable to offer you also the highest speed possible with those. And talking about the speed, I think this is a good opportunity to let's check out the speed transfer. And we want to transfer over the data that I recorded here right now as quickly as possible to my computer. So let's try it out. So here you can see, first of all, the SD card or micro SD card actually that I'm using here with this adapter. The 200 gigabyte class 10 A1 and U1 card here. So probably not the fastest card available, but so that you know this as a reference point, which card I'm using here. Here we are on my desktop. This is, by the way, a Linux desktop. So yes, it works definitely also with the Linux desktop. I have the two files here. As you see, they're 2.2 gigabytes, and just drag them over just to see how much, how fast it is. It's an internal SSD, so it should be quite fast there. So let's copy it over and let's see the speed as well, how fast they can do this here. You can see 115, that was 113 megabytes per second, which is quite fast, I think, for this card. It should be the maximum that this card can do, which is quite fast. So 115 megabytes per second was, I think, the peak there. So very, very fast with this 2 gigabytes file. Let's do maybe a little bit more of generic tests by writing as well. 1 gigabyte file and then reading it again just to see how fast it can be with a little bit more of a benchmark test, let's say it like this. So this is the command that I'm using here for creating a sequential writing test on the SD card. 1 gigabyte file that I write here directly onto the SD card, so without any buffering or caching. So let's see how fast this is going. I have to type in my password, and yeah, it's doing it now, and you will see in a second how fast it was, hopefully. definitely writing on the card because I see it blinking, which is, I think, also a good indicator for, well, yeah, that it is doing something here, even though the command is not showing anything basically, but it's really writing. There you can see. So the writing speed was 38.2 megabytes per second, which is also, I think, quite fast. I think what is it, U1 or the class 10 is like guaranteeing us at least 10 megabytes per second, and I think with roughly 40 megabytes per second write speed, this is quite okay. And now we do the same in reverse, sequential reading of the file and writing it to wherever you want to go, a direct write to dev null in this case, which is like the void, the ether. So let's check this out, how fast this is going here with the 1 gigabyte file. Should be even faster here. Same play as with the other one. At the end we will see the speed. There you can see 120 megabytes per second. So this is, I think, quite fast for this class or this type of card. So I'm pretty happy. It's faster than, of course, definitely the inbuilt SD card reader. I can show you the test with the inbuilt SD card reader and the same card as well. So you see the big difference there in numbers. And here's now the inbuilt microSD card reader of my Dell Latitude 7320 to see how fast writing of 1 gigabyte is working here. So I press enter here and talk a little bit because this will take definitely a little bit longer, I think, than what the external extra Orico card reader, fast Thunderbolt 4 card reader really showed us. So this will take definitely a bit longer. It's just because those internal ones are usually only using USB and then mostly USB 2 maybe as speeds. Almost all the laptops have the same one, which is like a bit of a cumbersome thing because yes, they can get the work done, but they are very, very slow. And there you can see it is slower for sure. 10 seconds longer, 28 megabytes per second it took for writing this file, or the speed was 28 megabytes per second, which is 10 megabits slower there. Still okay, I would say, but it's definitely on the slower side. And if you write multiple files, this is just 1 gigabyte. If you have larger files, it will take definitely a bit longer than to write those. And then what is more interesting probably for people who are using microSD cards or SD cards in general nowadays is the reading speed. So how fast I can transfer it over to my computer. So let's do it in reverse with the sending it to dev null here. So 1, 2, 3, go. Now we have the reading speed, and I don't expect it to be on the same level as with the Orico external USB or Thunderbolt port. As you can see here, yes, it is also quite quick still, 13 seconds here it took for the 1 gigabyte file to read it back, but it's definitely slower with 82.4 megabits per second. So yes, with the external one you definitely get the higher speeds. The conclusion, the Orico M4DK is really worth its money, especially if you keep in mind we have CFexpress cards A and CFexpress cards B that it supports, and those cards alone cost in its smallest size as much as this one or even more than this dock itself, which is I think quite interesting. But those are also meant for more professional users that need this high speeds because they are recording in 8K or 4K 60 frames per second, 10-bit or even 12-bit even, that need 1.5 gigabit per second transfer rates that this can definitely do. And I like this nice braided cable here that it ships with. It's very short, but it's Thunderbolt 4. And yeah, you can just plug it in if your device supports Thunderbolt 4. This is definitely something to look out for because this is one of the best products that you can get, especially even if you're a pro that is shooting videos. This here can get the stuff over very, very quickly from your CFexpress cards. But also, like me, not so much pro, more amateur, if I want to use microSD cards or even SD cards, I have the possibility to do so, and the transfer rates are definitely faster than any other normal dock that you can find on the market. and especially the inbuilt docks in laptops that are very, very slow in comparison. And yeah, this one can even, like, if you have double cards, like you have a microSD card, you have a SD card inside, maybe even a CFexpress card, and you want to transfer over files from different sources, it's also possible. So if you have a professional camera and you're taking your pictures always on the SD card and your videos on the fastest CFexpress card, if you have such a camera, you have the possibility to transfer everything over to your computer simultaneously, and it will be very fast. Not as fast as maybe with one card, but still very fast. So this is what gives you this nice transfer speeds here. So it's a very professional tool. And yes, it is a bit of on the expensive side when you look at what docks usually can do. But the other ones are either overheating, have bad transfer rates, and especially if you have multiple cards in there, they're almost useless in terms of transfer rates. And this one here can hold up without any issues, so I can definitely recommend this one. I will put a link down below to the Orico M4DK if you're interested. That's everything for this little review of the Orico M4DK. If you have questions regarding it, write it down in the comment section. Questions apart from CFexpress card A and B speeds, because I don't have such card, I don't have such camera here. Sadly, if someone wants to donate a card and a camera that fits it, then just write as well down below. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time. Bye. Have a good one.